Hello, 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 brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my page. Welcome. I try to keep my videos down under 10 minutes. I try my best to keep it simple, keep it sweet under 10 minutes. And if you have any questions, you ask me below. Of course, I do the research in many different topics, and I try to simplify the terms so people won't get lost on the bigger word concepts, because the white men tend to gerbil on about bigger words, and it's a simpler word to use certain things. They just want to sound educated, okay? Like the word superficial, okay? You can say fake instead of superficial, okay? But, that's their mindset, okay? So we're not going to talk about color or mental capacities or genetics here. This video is going to be about egocentricness, because I saw a video a little while ago, and I'm like, they're very fucking boring, okay? But I don't want to be boring. I just want to tell you how, in a nutshell, how you can avoid. I've been called a narcissist one time, okay? And I was like, what the hell? Why would he call me a narcissist? Because I feel good about myself. You know what I'm saying? Since everyone feels a certain way, we're gonna make this really simple, okay? So egomaniac, okay, or a person that's full of pride, okay, or you want to say narcissistic, a person is really full of vanity, looking at themselves in the mirror. You have to understand there's different types, okay? Like I said, it's good, going to the left, and going towards the right, okay? Now, a true person who has sympathy and empathy is more on the good side of this narcissistic side, okay? A person also expects respect, could be on this side too. But on the bad side, they don't tend to care about your feelings. And a lot of women know what the narcissistic person is, okay? Because when they're growing up, they usually have a form of narcissistic with them, okay? You know what I'm saying? There's always this one section that everybody has that protects their own feelings, because everyone has their own insecurities, okay? It's like me, I have my own insecurities. You can easily tell a narcissistic person because they only care about themselves. Me, 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 me. And they never say you, okay? Most women are about me, 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 me. But it's a lot of men who basically say you, because they want the ass, you know what I'm saying? So we got to balance this out, okay? Okay. Let me go down the list here. Okay, like I said before, egocentrism, okay, is basically a person who lacks empathy, okay? The definitional term is basically someone who lacks empathy. They just can't feel what you feel, okay? It's just selfish. And a lot of women know what these personalities are, because part of them, that's them, okay? That feminist side of them. And also, they deal with men who are like that, full of arrogance, okay, and pride. They probably don't even buy the woman their flowers. They just have beauty on their side. Most people who tend to be highly attractive tend to have this more narcissistic side, okay? So basically, you got to use that in a nutshell, okay? You just follow right towards anyone, especially women. Very vanity, okay? They feel they deserve what they get, okay? Entitlement, okay? Even though they don't deserve it, okay? Now, me, on the other hand, my personality is perfect, okay? I consider myself perfect because I'm all of the above. I usually warn you before something happens. If you do something bad to me, I do 2 times wrong to you. Now, some people may say that's kind of wrong, okay? But that's just how I work. You do something to me, I have to give you 2 strikes, so you can learn the first time. We're not gonna, it may be a little harsh. I've been talking to some females and say I'm kind of harsh, like walking on eggshells. But if I ask you to keep yourself clean, but you rather respect a fictitious man called Jesus, but I'm right in front of you, that kind of doesn't make sense to me. Okay, I ask you to clean the floor once a day, you know what I'm saying, and try to the best way you can. You to clean it, or find instructions, and you call me a bad man. A lot of people don't have a lot of common sense. So even though I'm a psychologist to a degree, helping people with psychological problems, and I try to explain it to them, even if it's written, I write it down and I tell them, they don't want to hear me anyway. Maybe because of the way I sound. Okay? Maybe they feel that I'm condescending. I never talk condescending. People misinterpret what condescending is. People misinterpret what arrogance is. Some people sound like they're slightly arrogant, but if they don't say anything about themselves, have I said anything about myself? I said a few things about myself, okay? I say I'm a great person. I deserve respect, okay? That's reality, okay? If I don't get the respect, you're going to get 2 strikes. You give me 1 back strike, I give you 2 strikes. You give me 1 good thing, I give you 2 good things. See? There's a balance there. So I'm not a narcissistic person. Of course, and some people will disagree, but I don't care, okay? Now, but let me go down the list here. Okay, different types of narcissism, okay? Now, if you want it, women, okay, this is mainly for you, because most men, the most pretty motherfuckers, okay? Those motherfuckers are narcissistic as fuck, okay? And you can be partially narcissistic as well, superficial. The first type is superficialness. You're fake, okay? You basically you're not deserving of it, okay? You know what I'm saying? You expect something. That's a narcissistic trait, which is in the negative. I expect something because of how the way I treat you, okay? So a lot of women don't give back in return. So if a man gives a teddy bear to you, you don't give that man back anything. Look at Valentine's Day. Men is always buying things for women, but what about the women buying things for men? This is not reported, okay? This is not reported, okay? So that's the first type. And the second type is egocentric. I say the word egocentric because you can hear that pride, that form of arrogance with a person when they speak. Like, I am this and I am that. I went through this. It's always I. Why can't you say you sometimes, man? What's wrong with your voice, man? Well, he just reverse. Give me a question. And then I'm asking you a question. I'm being your goddamn psychologist. Okay, I'm asking you, why do you think you feel this way? And he says, I. Okay, like, maybe that's the problem. You're an arrogant motherfucker, okay? You know what I'm saying? Boasting about oneself is full of arrogance and egocentricness, okay? That's a narcissistic trait that is negative. They cannot feel what other people feel. I'm antisocial, but I'm not narcissistic. Since a lot of people are, I'm very, keen on who I prospectively hang out with, okay? I'm very particular, okay? What's the word for being, particular about who you hang around, okay? Passive. I forgot what the word is, but I can't think of it now. But anyhow, the last one is healthy. I'm on the healthy side. Though I do have some traits of narcissism, I do only that for good reasonable cause, okay? So my wife, when she does something disrespectful, I return it right back to her with a whip. Whoosh. So she snaps into it, okay? She knows better, okay, not to do that. I could send her anywhere and she will never say anything negative about me. And when I talk about her, I say, hey, I don't never say nothing negative about her. I can actually sense spiritually if she speaks negative about me. That's not the truth, okay? You have to speak the truth about me, okay? I don't give an air of like I know more than everyone else. But some people may think that. They feel this, which makes them biased, okay? So in order to avoid, okay, you have to give them, most narcissistic people, they expect something, okay? Like I expect respect, okay? I don't even respect a whole lot of affection, okay? I just respect a compliment here or two or something like that. I give my wife all the time compliments, but sometimes she don't give me compliments. So she has to be taught. A lot of women, more likely women, they need to be taught of how not to be narcissistic, okay? And how not to choose narcissistic men, okay? Because there's a lot of guys out there who are not narcissistic, okay? A lot of guys who are average looking, a lot of average looking females who are not narcissistic, okay? But it still tends to gravitate more towards that female side, okay? They're more the narcissistic race, okay? Female, male, okay? All right? So we got that out of the way. If you want to do the research on who you think is more narcissistic, and you come up with men, then I think you do your research a little bit more. You'll find there's women who are more narcissistic, okay? Okay, because all men need is love, okay? All men need is compliments, which they don't really get, okay? So they have to compliment themselves. And when a man compliments themselves, that means he has, basically has not been complimented most of his life, okay? Even though his accomplishments go under the radar, okay? When you have news, you always got the women getting complimented in the highest regard, while the men, they talk about their bad past, okay? You know what I'm saying? Looking at the bad man's past and all of the things he did, like Obama, people look at his past, look at that fucking birth record, okay? You see what I'm saying? Look at Michelle Obama. Nobody says really nothing negative about her. She got degrees, okay? But that's what I wanted to say, everyone deserves a certain amount of respect, and you must compliment people. I give people compliments all the time. If I see you and you see something that's pretty tight, man, I'm a good friend. You would know that because I would tell you, okay? Because I'm very verbal, okay? So that's what I wanted to say to you, brothers and sisters of Light and Dark. If you want to avoid a narcissistic person, you just talk to them from the beginning, and everyone will always expect something. If they disrespect you, then that's not for you. If you're a virgin, you might as well you better do some research on some men before you try to open up your legs, okay? You don't want to be a sucker, okay? And most women already have sex by the age of 13 anyway, so that's another subject in itself, okay? Peace and love to you, brothers and sisters of Light and Dark. Sigmund Freud is the man. Peace.